Hey guys, so before we get into this video, I really appreciate it if you can go subscribe to the channel and comment on some of my other videos. Hey guys, it's Chelsea back with another video. Today's video is going to be something that I think everybody can benefit from. It's just going to be some advice about how kind of to deal with stress with starting either a new school or starting a new school year. So I think that the best way to deal with some of the stresses of starting a new school year or starting a new school for those of you who are moving up from, high school to middle school to high school to college, or college to grad school. What I find helps with kind of the stresses of school is just to kind of make some time for yourself. Yes, you are there to, study and do good in school and to make everybody around you better by being a better person and, contributing your ideas. But yes, you also do have to, at some point, kind of take some time for yourself and kind of reflect on the week and things of that sort and how you can do better. So most of the times what I do to help kind of relieve that stress and focus on what to do better is to do things I like. So like I'll go to like a trampoline park, or I'll do something where I make videos, or I'll make origami, or I listen to music. Things like that kind of help me relieve the stress and kind of get away from whatever happened during the week. So I don't really have to focus on, oh, well, I have a test coming up on Monday. Maybe I should study for it, and maybe I'm not good with that test. So I wonder how I'm going to do on the test, and then you get, oh, I wonder, how Betsy Joe was going to study for the test, or how this, that, and the other, and then you overwhelm yourself with all those things. So another way I find something to do that will help kind of relieve the stresses of moving on to a new school or starting a new school year is finding people that are in your circle that you can trust and that you can talk to and say, hey, I'm having a bad day. Can you kind of give me some advice as to what I should do? Or listen to someone that will listen to you, and kind of you can feed off ideas off of each other. So I have a couple of good friends that are like that, where I could go to them with anything, and say, for example, I was nervous about going to a new college because I didn't know anyone at the college, and so when I went to this college when I was transitioning from high school, I didn't really know anybody. I didn't have any friends coming from my hometown that, kind of was there for me to talk to. I still had my friends, and so I talked to them here and there, but I didn't really know of anyone, so I was just like, okay, I'm kind of by myself, don't really have no one to really talk to. So once I got to the school and kind of found some people that I could, kind of click with, I went to them anytime I had a bad day, and there would be days where we would go out and we would just talk, and we would just sit on the lawn in front of our dorm. Excuse me, it wasn't called a dorm, it was called a rest hall. They get very offended at my school if you call our living areas dorms. They're called rest halls because you reside in those halls. There's this big spiel. I'll get on to that another day. And so I would go with my friends. We would hang out on the lawn right in front of the rest hall, and we would just talk about stuff in the day that was bothering us, and how people are stupid, things like that, you know. And so we would just take all those things, and one of those big stress relievers that we did was, just kind of taking all those things and kind of saying I statements, or, saying I wish this, or I hope for this, or I want to do this. And those things would help me, get off of the person, more of the person, and think more of myself. So that would then relieve the stress. Or another way to kind of deal with stress is take everything that's bothering you. And so it could be like, okay, say for example, you are worried about this test. You've got, mom and dad are breaking up, or what's the word? Not breaking up, splitting up, or you've got your best friend, lost their mom. So you take all these things and you write them on balloons. This is where you gotta go get crafty. So you get some plain balloons and you take a Sharpie and you write whatever that word is. So you'll write parents breaking up. And then you'll take another balloon, you'll write your friend lost their mom, so they needed you to talk. Or then you write the test that you're studying for. And you take those balloons, and instead of shrinking them, you take them, look at them, and you analyze it really closely. And then as soon as you analyze that thing really closely, take a pen and you pop the balloons. And so once you've analyzed each of those things and pop the balloons, that helps relieve your stress. Another thing to help relieve your stress is I have some breathing exercise apps that there's always breathing exercise apps that you can try out, and I've tried some out, which for me they kind of didn't really help, but I'll suggest them to you, so maybe that will help. I do have also on my Apple Watch a breathing exercise that is built into the watch. It's an app that's built in with it. And so what it does is it just has me take about 7 deep breaths per minute. So I can set it on however many minutes I want it to. I think the highest setting is like 5 minutes, and it takes 7 breaths per minute. So you breathe in and you breathe out and you breathe in and you breathe out. And so until you do the 7 breaths in that, whatever per minute. So if you do 1 minute, 7 breaths, it's 14 minutes, 14 breaths, 2 minutes, so on and so on. And so that pretty much helps me out. It really quickly links right to my health app on my phone, which is pretty cool. And I get to kind of keep a database of, I logged my breathing for the day, and I logged it more than once or whatever the case may be. So those are some tips of how to deal with stress with starting a new school, whether you're moving from one school to another, whether you're going from middle school to high school. A big thing with middle school to high school as well is kind of, I think I thought of it as I started editing my video. Another thing to think about with middle school to high school is just surround yourself with the right people. You always want to surround yourself with the right people and never want to hang in with the, cool crowd, because it will end up, kind of hurting you. Sometimes it hurts you in the long run if you sit around with those, not really bad people, but people who make the wrong choices and follow others. So that's another big thing for especially kids that are going from middle school to high school. So hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Share with your friends, your moms, your aunties, your cousins, and we'll be back with another video.